This is a Tapcode Cipher. And when you first look at it, you think, oh my goodness, this is so long. But as it turns out, there's two pieces to each letter, and you'll cut it up and be able to get through it pretty quickly. So when you see a Tapcode or when you get your test, the first thing you need to draw is this big grid somewhere on your paper so that you have it. And you draw 5 rows or 5 columns across the top and 5 rows down the side, and then you start filling in the alphabet. And the only weird spot is here when you have a C. You go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and then there's no K. The K and the C have to share the same box. So that's the only letter that K and C have the same code, and when you decipher a word, you have to figure out which code letter it is. But other than that, you fill it in, and that makes an even set of boxes because there's 25 boxes. And the reason they have to share is that there's 26 letters in the alphabet, so one letter had to share. Then when you get your test, the first thing you want to do, and this needs to be done by somebody who is good with detail, because if you mix it up and you get off on it, it's gonna change all the answers to your code. So every 2 sets of code, you want to go in and draw a line. I'm going to go and do this in red. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line here, and then after every 2 sets, you want to draw a line. And sometimes those words will go across lines. And if you get off, you get up here and you do this, and as you go back through, you're like, oh my goodness, I have 3 in that one. You're going to have to go back, get rid of your lines, and take a minute and start again. So it's after every 2. Okay, I'm going to stop there because you're going to do that the whole way down through. Then to read your letter, what you do is you look at the first tap, which is 5, okay? And that means you come down to the 5th row, and then you look at your second tap right here, and that's a 2. And so then you come over to the second column, and that is your letter. So that means that this first letter, I'm going to change back to a different color, is a W, because we did row 5, column 2. Okay, now we go to the second one. 2, row 2, column 3. Row 2, column 3 is an H. Okay, and then we've got row 1, column 1, that's an A. Okay, and row 1, 2, 3, 4, column 4 is a T. What can be fun about this code is that you can actually tap this out almost like Morse code on the table, and your partner could actually write it down as you go, and they could be sending secret messages in class. Okay, so this one's a 4, so row 4, and column 2, that's an R. Okay, and row 1 and column 5, that's an E. So I'm going to do this word. Oh, 1, 1, that's an A. And 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. What great. Oops, ooh, that was a big T. And then this next line, we have that same 4, 4 again, right? So then we know that that's a T. 2, 3 is a H. Okay, 2, 4 is an I, and 3, 3 is an N, and 2, 2 we already know from up here is a G. So this is something about what great thing, and I'm not going to go all the way down through here, but while Tapcode looks really long, remember that every single letter is worth 2 sets of these dots, and so you want to go through, draw lines between them, and that's what's going to help you figure out what the words are and what the letters are. And the only time that you can get a little bit confused is if you have a 1, 3, and that means that either the letter is a C or it's a K, and you're going to have to figure out, so if you have 1 dot and then 3 dots, like this. Then you'll have to look at the word as you finish forming it and figure out whether it's going to be a C or a K. All right, good luck with that one.